This is attempt 100 million of me trying to film my makeup routine. I mean, for some reason, I'm finding it really difficult today, like my setup, you know, because the light's there and the desk's there and then I have to keep turning around. So I'm just sitting on the floor and doing it in front of the window because I've about had enough of it now. Right, so I thought we'd do like just my makeup that I've been doing lately. I've been mixing these two together and just like have a catch up and a chat. I do one pump of this and I dot it evenly over my face. I hope you liked my get ready with me positive morning. Yeah, you know, I haven't been on YouTube for a while because, you know, I just haven't been feeling it, you know. The juices haven't been flowing and sometimes you just feel a little bit defeated. And sometimes it's just difficult to know where you fit in. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes I feel like, you know, I don't know where I fit in the beauty community, as well as sort of, you know, because I'm 37 years old, you know, I don't have kids, so I'm not part of Mum's Net or the Mums Club or, you know, anything like that. And I also work from home, which can be quite solitary sometimes. So it's really hard to kind of find, you know, make friends, have human connection. You know, all these things are really important. And it's quite difficult, I think, you know, making friends at sort of my age, especially if you don't have kids, because everyone sort of has children, they're sort of talking about it and, oh yeah, mine, you know, and you're like, yeah, no, I can't really relate to that. I can't relate to that. So I was thinking of like starting a coffee group, like a Chatty Wednesdays, a Wittering Wednesday, where professional people who work from home get out and have a coffee with like-minded people and just kind of share ideas and sort of have human contact. Because I'm reading this book at the moment that someone recommended me on YouTube here, who watches me, called Lost Connections. I'll link it below, and it's about depression and anxiety. And, you know, one of the main misconceptions is that it's a chemical imbalance in the brain, when actually a lot of it is to do with purpose. What's your purpose if you have no purpose? And your environment, and who, you know, and also your human interaction, because so much of our interaction now is online. We kind of lose that connection with human beings, and it's really important. And then he was also saying that you become so reclusive that even if you do have human connection, you start to get anxious and you start seeing, you start worrying, is this person dangerous? Is this person safe to talk to? And in that, you kind of recluse even more because you're just so worried about the world. And like the other day, I went to get my hair done and I had time, so I sat, you know, outside a coffee shop and had a coffee, and I never have a coffee on my own. And there was this lovely lady and she was sitting there and she sort of looked at me and smiled and she was like, do you know, and she was telling me how she picked up this dress that she was looking for, and I said, do you know, I'd never sit and have a coffee by myself. And she goes, neither do I. And I was like, well, isn't it lovely? And she said, it's lovely just to watch people go by. And I said, yeah, it is. Sometimes just sitting and having a coffee and being among the hustle and bustle, you kind of feel connected. Who is shouting outside? What on earth? Because a lot of things like dissociation, feeling disconnected, I feel like that sometimes. I feel like disconnected from myself, and I kind of lost myself for a bit, and I was kind of being really self-deprecating upon myself for quite a while. Like, you know, we all go through these phases where you literally can't stand yourself. Like I was just picking everything about myself. Like I just couldn't, you know. And then when I started doing my meditation, which I told you about in my previous video, it really, honest to God, changes everything. Because when I do that meditation, I then go to the gym, I then get up, I then get dressed. If I don't do that meditation, I'm very unlikely to think about going to the gym, or it won't push me to do that. So for me, it's helped a lot. And I've just spent this time really trying to like myself again and figure out, you know, well, stop comparing myself, that's for one. Laying off the social media, because that really, it's very hard, you know, to disconnect and to stop comparing yourself and feeling like you're not good enough and feeling like you're worthless and you've got nothing to contribute to the world, and what's your, you know, your purpose. But then when you just sit and think, well, hang on a minute, perhaps this is time for you to reflect, you to take time for yourself, work on your self-care, and take time for you, going to the gym, having a coffee. You don't have to be the CEO of a multi-million-dollar conglomerate. Do you think that's going to, you know, make you happy? No, it's actually the simple things in life. Having a walk through the woods, you know, just meeting up with somebody and having a coffee, just these little impromptu things that I find if you put yourself, if you get up in the right frame, and like I've mentioned this before, self-care and things like that, it's something I want to introduce to people that work at home. I want to do I want to do a talk. People who work from home, how important it is to have structure. Because I was chatting about this with someone else the other day while we were having a lovely walk. When you work from home, you almost have to create structure and discipline. You know, it's very easy to just sit in a pants and vest and just like go on your computer, but you're not gonna have the professional capacity and most people always think, oh yeah, I can just sit in my pajamas and do, maybe that works for you, but for me, I lack ideas, I lack ambition, I lack motivation if I don't get dressed. And a whole part of the self-help is to have that structure during the working week. You know, Monday to Friday, you get up on time, you're ready for work at a certain time, at home, you structure in breaks, you do your hair and makeup, because everything else then follows. So you get up, you get dressed, you're more likely to pop out if someone says, oh, are you about? Have you got 5 minutes for a chat? And you might think, well, no, I'm not dressed. No, you're less likely to go out and make connections that way. Whereas when I'm dressed and I've done my makeup and I'm ready, amazing things happen. You know, impromptu things happen. You know, you talk to a neighbour and it's like, oh, you know, we can go for a walk. You know, you're prepared. Whereas if you're not, you think, oh, I'm going to have to get dressed now, or I'm going to have to put a face on if I go to the supermarket. You know, so it's really important to have that professional structure in your day, I think. And that is getting dressed, doing your hair, putting your makeup on. Because I tell you, when I do that, I am so much more productive. If I don't get dressed, I'll just sit in front of the TV. Because what's the point, you know? But if I'm dressed, I'm ready. I'm ready to, even things like, you know, if you've got anxiety and you find it hard to make appointments and things like that, get dressed, put your makeup on, make the phone call. You'll be able to do it. Trust me. I have to get somebody around to do the garden, and I was just like, oh my God, I don't know how to, you know, it's such a grown up thing, isn't it? Oh, how do I talk to the garden person? How do I explain? You know, I was up, I had my makeup done, and I picked up the phone and I went, good morning, yes, I'd like a quote for my garden, please. And I thought, yes. And I thought, right, I need to go to the post office. Yep, do that, I need to pick up this, I need to go and do that. And you go in and you talk to somebody, you sit down and have coffee, and you talk to like that lovely lady, and wonderful things then accumulate from that. It's just, and you have an impromptu brilliant day. Like I had a brilliant day yesterday. And it wasn't you weren't expecting it, and then someone said to me, gosh, you've given me such inspiration. I was feeling so low today. It was really nice to bump into you. This has been really good for me, because that person works from home as well. And you're just like, oh, well that's nice, isn't it? So always, no matter how bad you feel, try and, especially if you have work to do and you work from home. This is basically what I'm going for. I mean, maybe you don't have work to do, or maybe you just find things difficult anyway. Just spend that time, you getting ready, and you think, oh, I'm not going anywhere, but you don't know. A friend might call round for lunch. Like, oh, I'm just popping by, you know, do you want to come for lunch? And imagine you're not ready. And how long does it take you to get ready? An hour? And you'll be like, oh, and they'll be like, oh, well, lunch is, well, and you weren't ready and you missed an opportunity. When you're ready, you're ready. You're ready for anyone who comes. But also, it's that time you take to get ready, okay? It's the time, you think to yourself, oh, I have to put makeup on, blah, blah. But don't see it like that. See it as a wonderful ritual, as a self-care ritual to yourself. Taking time. Maybe you want to experiment with a new makeup look that day, you know? Or maybe you want to experiment with a makeup look, or maybe you just want to sit down and play with your makeup without being rushed, you know? It's just a thought. And I just wondered, you know, because lots of people now work from home. A lot of us now are self-employed, you know, and without being in a corporate environment, you don't have colleagues anymore. You don't have someone to make the tea or someone to go for lunch with, because you're on your own. And like I said, it can be really, really isolating and lonely. So I want to create like a work from home group, or a self-employed group, where you just get out for an hour or two a day, not even a day, a couple of times a week. Like I said, go to a coffee shop on Wednesday. But the thing is, like, I have looked up these groups, and there are groups so in your surrounding areas. It's called meetup.com, where you can join groups in your area. Yeah, so meetup.com, where you can meet up in your area. And basically you kind of join the group, and they'll say, okay, we're meeting up at 12 o'clock at so-and-so pub. We're going for a 1 hour walk, you know. But it's all very nice, these kind of groups. But the thing is, and I'm not being unkind here, okay, before anyone like loses their shit about what I say about people, good God. I'm 37, okay, and I love mature people, older people, but like, I'm 37, I don't necessarily want to spend my day with a group of people a lot older than me. I don't mind, but I would quite like to interact with some people my own age in my own industry. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of these groups obviously are retired people that, you know, want to do something during their day. I haven't yet found a group of people that are around my age group that haven't got children. Nothing to people that have children, but I can't connect with that. That's why I feel like I don't fit in anywhere. It's very difficult, because you'll see all the mums club, mums and babies, and going here and then. It's like, is there anyone else who's my age? Please tell me, is there anybody else who's my age who doesn't have children, you know? Because it's very difficult. Like, you can go to the gym and make friends, and the first thing people say, oh yeah, my children, oh yeah, oh, have you got kids? You're like, no. Or you meet in wherever, and it's just like, I just feel a bit, oh, get away, wasp. I feel a bit like, where's my tribe? Where do I fit in? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm looking for that kind of, I'm trying to, and it doesn't exist. I haven't found it. And you know, people, working people, freelance people, work from home, sort of my age, that aren't seedy blokes. Because you'll join these groups, okay, and there'll always be one, because it's open to everybody. And I was trying to find women only because I just don't want to be hit on. I really don't. And it happens a lot. So I was trying to find just women, and I found this women's group who were meeting for lunch and then going for a nice walk, and I thought, yeah, fine, you know. But there was this one bloke going, I'm not being funny, but he just, and I just thought, I bet you this is typical guy who goes along to all of these things so he can just chat to loads of women. And I just thought, no, I don't want to end up having a stalker. I mean, I really don't. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going along for that. Oh God. So yeah. But this is me though. This is the anxiety me. I'm like, oh God, there's gonna be some weird freak that's gonna like hang on to me like a freaking limpet, and oh, you know, I just want friends. I don't know how to, like, I went to a private all-girls school, Catholic, Marymount International. Okay, so all my friends were from all over the world, Kuwait, Iraq, Spain, Mexico, Korea. They were all from around the world. So when school finished, everybody left back to their countries and I was left with no friends. Now I went to a public normal school, primary school, English, and I got bullied. I got bullied because of my name, because I was from somewhere else, because I wasn't English, and I got bullied about it. And to be fair, I didn't want to go to Tolworth Girls, which was the secondary school. Again, all English, because I thought if I go there, I'm going to be slaughtered for my name. They're going to be brutal and I'm going to get bullied. So I opted for, well, I didn't opt for, but I begged to go to this private school, because when I went there, nobody had a simple name. Everybody had interesting names, you know, different names, because they were all from different countries. And I felt finally like, oh God, I belong somewhere. No one's going to think my name's weird. So, you know, so I didn't make the same kind of friends that if you went to an English school, for example. Like my sister went to an English secondary school and most people were English, and she still has those friends, and it's a close group of friends. And I just don't have that. I don't have a group of friends that we all went to school with and I can meet up and go on holidays with or go for dinner. I just don't. I can't even count on one hand my friends. Yes, I know people on Facebook, la-di-da, but are they friends? Do you meet up with them? Do you chat with them? No. It's really hard. And also, yeah, like I said, people that's on the same wavelength as you, it's really hard. And now, to make friends now, Christ, it's like you can't go up to somebody. I was talking about this with someone. You can't go up to someone and go, oh, hello, would you like to be my friend? Could we hang out? You know, most people just end up looking at you like, oh my God. Or like the girl that does my hair, she's so nice. It's like, oh my God, would you be my friend? Like, most people my age, they've got their friends group. You know, they don't need any more friends. And I'm not, I just find making friends really difficult, and sort of making the connection to talk to people. And that's why I want to start like a little group. Maybe it's not just for self-employed. Maybe it's, you know, like a group on whatever day that you meet up and just have a chat. You know, it's really, really hard. I just find it really hard, okay? And sometimes I think, gosh, you know, is there something wrong with me? Am I a freak of nature? Just nobody like me? I don't know. it's a hard one. Oh, I'm gonna have to do my eyes in here because I can't see in that. So tell me, do you find it difficult? I mean, I feel like people get an impression of you, they think you're a certain way, and they don't take the time to get to know you personally. Or have you got one of those friends where it's always on their terms? Always. You meet at the same place all the time. You know, and it's like, can we just do what I want to do? But obviously they've got children, they need to pick them up at 3 o'clock, and they need to do this, they need to do that. It's like, okay, right. Well, maybe I have to find, you know, I think I need to get a dog. And then I would love that. When you meet everyone, oh, let's go for a dog walk. Like, for example, I wanted to do running. Like, I thought, oh, I'd like to do some running. But, A, where am I going to run? B, I've got no one to run with. And, like, I see these, like, women running here and there. Or I see just a single woman running. And I literally want to go up to her and go, excuse me, look, would you mind if I joined you on a run next time? Like, could you just drop by? I'd like to go running with you. Can you imagine? She'd look at me and go, no. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just go running myself. So I looked online and I was like, local running groups, you know, for example, hey, we all go running at 9 o'clock, all meet at blah de blah cafe. Doesn't exist. You have to join running clubs. I don't want to be a professional runner. I don't want to do a frigging marathon. I just want to maybe have a walk, have a run with somebody of a day. But it seems to be just too difficult, you know? Yeah, so there we go. You know, I do enjoy my personal space, and I like to be, I'm not the kind of person that needs to be surrounded by people all the time, but sometimes I would appreciate some human interaction. You know, my partner goes to work and he comes back in the evening, and that's fine. But during the week, you know, unless I go up to my parents and see my sister and my mum, there's not really anybody else. And you become a bit like a recluse, you know. And then you even, like, I forget how to talk to people, honestly. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know how to interact anymore. And I literally was feeling so like I was feeling so ridiculous about myself, like to the point where I was like, oh my God, am I even a proper woman? Like, what the hell am I? Like, that's how bad I got, like. And then I decided, no, I'm going to do my hair, I'm going to do my nails, I'm going to start, you know, I even forgot, that's why I did do YouTube. I was like, I don't even know how to do it anymore. Like, you know, you become like so like, I don't even know how to do it anymore. You know? It's just like bad, like, come on. But, you know, I get like that sometimes. I really do. And it's so hard for me to pick myself back up from that. You know, and yeah, sometimes it gets a bit much, and you just need to just take a step back and just work on yourself. And I just thought, you know what, Shaz, just for me, going to the gym is an outlet. It's a release. You stop thinking about things. You stop over-analysing things. And you just start accepting yourself as is. And just work on the best person you can be. You know? You don't have to be anything but the best version of yourself. And I'm not going to let people make me feel like I'm inadequate or not clever enough or not intelligent enough, or, you know what I mean? You know, sometimes you go to a coffee shop or something, I don't know why, and people just look at you really weirdly, or like they just kind of interact with you strangely. Like, for example, I went into bareMinerals last week and I wanted to try some lipsticks, and the girl there, and I'm like, oh, can I, you know, and her face was like this, and I'm thinking, how are you not smiling at me? I'm giving you my Cheshire Cat grin. Why are you not smiling at me? She was just like this. I was like, oh, I love your makeup. What is on your face? I love it. What have you done? She goes, oh, it's, you know, the BarePro. I'll give you. And she was nice, and she gave me the sample of it. And, you know, I bought lipsticks from her. I bought a lipstick, which I'm going to try now. And I was like, oh, so how long have you worked for bareMinerals? Do you enjoy it? She's like, yeah, I've worked for 4 years, and, you know, I do the trial. I was like, oh, so do you go, you know, because I'm really interested in how people got to where they are and what they're doing. I find it interesting, so I ask questions. And she just looked at me like I was I'm a frigging freak, basically, like, okay, yeah, all right then. And I was like, why are you so weird? Like, is it me? And then you go away, like, thinking, God, I'm such a freak then. Like, why is she so, why can't she crack a smile? And then the other shop associates you get, I was cracking up with myself the other day. Where's the lid? I was talking to myself about this. I said, it's almost like shopkeepers, not shopkeepers, but like on the makeup stand. It's almost like you're paying for their time, almost like a prostitute. Like, you get in and they're like, hey, and they're all on you, and then you're like the most important person. They're like, yes, of course, that is an amazing color on you. Oh my God, yeah, get it? Oh wow. Oh my God, you're gonna love this. Yeah, oh yeah, sure, and you're chatting, and then you pay, and they're like, okay, thanks, bye. And you're like, and you want to talk some more. Yeah, can I help you? And she's back to the next person, and you're no one anymore because they just got your money. Bye. And you're like, but I thought we were friends now. I thought we were best friends. You made me feel like you really liked me and we were friends. No, honey, that's just my job. My job here is to sell you the makeup, okay? And you're like, you just spent £100, and you're like, and you leave feeling like, oh, wow. Isn't it? It's just the same way. It's like that, isn't it? Oh God. Okay, this is called XOXO, and it's a bareMinerals lipstick, and I like it because it's just like, you know, a sort of just natural colour. And then I'm going to top it with this gloss. It's called Heartbreaker. Oh my God, I know what this gloss reminds me of. Dolly Buxom Dolly, which they discontinued. Oh, let's put some highlighter on. I'm going to go with this. Oh my God, I didn't bring my highlighting brush. So, the moral of the story is, do your freaking makeup, man. Get dressed, like whatever. Put on your glittering golds. Feel the inspiration. There we go. That's it, done. What do we think? I tried to curl my hair, like it didn't really work, but hey, we're still gonna carry on with our day. That's my makeup look. Really nice, really natural, and I like it. And I like a bit of a different colour lip from nude. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little ramble. And chat below. Let me know, you know, if anything resonated with you. You know, is there anyone out there who feels the same? Who feels lonely? Loneliness is a real thing, you know. And maybe sometimes online is the only connection you have, and that's okay. But let's talk about it. I hope you're well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.